going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to y'all. Salute, salute, salute. And of course, we're back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV with another great show for you guys. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share today's show. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Of course, we are going to get into it today. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. We're going to get right into it. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. And we will start the show. As soon as you guys do that, shout out to everybody in the building. I'm going to get over to the chat room and get some shout outs. I'll be right back. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay, we back. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody once again. Salute, salute, salute. We get over here to the chat room. Hope everyone is doing well. Shout out to you, Miss Vanessa. Shout out to Vanessa Wells in the building. Good to see you. Shout out to Just Act Shaw. Good to see you, sweetheart. I appreciate all the love and the support. Appreciate you coming through and holding down the Chizat as well. Shout out to you, Letitia. Good to see you. Hope you got your apron. Shout out to Shango Zulu in the building. Salute, salute. Shout out to my brother Junior Ali. Salute. What up, Just Jay? Yeah, that's Shane O'Mac. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Shout out to my man Bob. He said Shane McMahon and the Mean Street Posse. Funny you used the picture due to what's going on in the WWE currently. The lid is off. Oh yeah, I heard about that too. Junior Ali says, shoot, Vince McMahon just was forced to step down from WWE. Might as well use Stephanie McMahon. Hey, Miss Angie. Shout out to Miss Angie. I appreciate you, sweetheart, always coming through and holding down the Chizat. Shout out to Miss Angie in the building. Shout out to my man Mace. Salute to the OG. I appreciate you. Shout out to my man Bucket in the building. Day one supporter. Shout out to Bucket. The square with flair. I love it. This Pookie / nerd dynamic has to be laid to rest. You are who you are. Live it and stop pocket watching. Shout out to Ty's Crazy-ish. Appreciate your support. See who else up in here. Shout out to Alonzo Hall. Salute, fam. Salute, salute. 1010 says the Mean Street Posse. Salute, salute. Shout out to 1010. Yeah, he stepped down. He did. Perfectly Imperfect. What's good? Shout out to you. Good to see you, Perfectly Imperfect. I know Sasha Banks not there no more. I don't know the story though. Well, it's basically Vince had to step down because of he basically got caught having an affair, and he ended up getting sued. He had to pay about $3 million. But that's what happened. That's what happened. But shout out to everybody. Y'all see today's show. Y'all see today's show, man. Oh, yeah. We got to talk about this. Just because she wanted a new contract. Hey, Vince put himself in that position. Yeah, Vince put himself in a precarious position. You know, Vince just finally got exposed for the dirt he got away with for a long time. That's all. Part of my presence says I was confused by the thumbnail until I heard the news. Yeah, but that's not what today's show is about. Y'all know me. Y'all know why I like to make the thumbnails that I make. It's because it's fitting for the title. No doubt, Square with the flair. Today's show. Why does black male intellectuals want Pookie's perks? Why? And I'm glad you here, Square with the flair, because I noticed what you said, and it's something that all you so-called intellectuals have. Y'all think that somebody is mad at y'all success. And it's actually the exact opposite. You see? See, the problem with a lot of you black male intellectuals, especially you ones that grew up in the hood, that grew up around Pookie, that grew up around Deshaun, the ones that grew up around the Taekwons and the Deshaun's and the Daywans, the Tahims, King Sipe, salute, salute. A lot of you guys that grew up in poverty, you guys always wanted Pookie's perks. You wanted the perks that Deshaun and Taekwon and them had, right? But you couldn't come outside, because your parents had something better in mind for you. Your parents actually understood certain things, and they kept you away from it. But you used to always look outside, and see all the little Pookies outside playing, throwing rocks, and you wanted to be a part of this. You wanted to be a part of this. See, today's show is not a clown fest. I'm not here to make fun of you guys. I actually want to know, why do you want Pookie's perks? The things that Pookie was awarded for him being who he is, why do you want it? You're an intellectual. Why do you want these things? I set a poll. If you guys are here, do me a favor and answer the poll. And the poll says, do you know who that is in the thumbnail? Who's in the thumbnail? 50% says yes, 43% says no, 7% says it doesn't matter. Now, the reason why I asked, do y'all know who that is in the thumbnail, and why I made the thumbnail, is because if you are, and I wish Miss Zahara was in the chat, because she'll know. She a big wrestling fan. Shout out to her. And the reason why I made this thumbnail is because the Mean Street Posse was a group of intellectuals who act like Pookie. If y'all remember in wrestling, Shane McMahon had a crew. They were called the Mean Street Posse. This was Shane O'Mac's goons. See, remember, he went from Shane McMahon to Shane O'Mac. This is when Shane was trying to act like a Pookie because he wanted to win the likes of women. They showed you this in wrestling. They showed you this in wrestling. You see? So Shane O'Mac brought his friends who were supposedly suburban goons. Because remember, Shane grew up in Greenwich, Connecticut. So his friends were rich goons, the Mean Street Posse. They were a group of intellectual guys who were trying to act like Pookies. This is what we have today. We have a bunch of black men who are intellectuals who want to act like hood niggas. There you go, Miss Zahara. Shout out to you. And Shane got fired too. Yeah, she does that for me too, Judge Jay. You see? That's who Shane was. That's who the Mean Street Posse was. They're what a lot of you guys are. A lot of you guys who are online complaining about black women every day, you're an intellectual. If you're an intellectual, why are you concerned with the women who Pookie was allotted to? Why are you concerned with the traumas of women who are not even in your realm? These are women that you shouldn't even be looking at. You're an intellectual. Why do you want Pookie's perks? Why do you want Big Booty Brenda? Why do you want Big Booty Keisha? Why do you think you deserve to get a shot at with the Brittany Renners of the world? Why? Why do you care? Why do you spend so much time speaking on this stuff and you're an intellectual? This is what black male intellectuals are doing. They're coming online and they're speaking about degenerative shit. You're so involved with Pookie politics, but you're an intellectual. Why do you care where Pookie sticks his penis? You're an intellectual. You're above Pookie and all the women that he sleeps with. So why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you want to enjoy the lifestyle that Pookie enjoys? Why? I'm trying to understand this because you're supposed to be above this. Your parents raised you that way. They didn't raise you to look down on people. They raised you to value yourself. So why don't you? With all the education, why don't you still value yourself? Why do you want what Pookie has? Shout out to my man Bucket. He said, keep cooking, DS1. Salute. I appreciate you, Bucket. Why? I'm trying to figure this out. You guys are intellectuals. You guys have the wherewithal to go and to change what's going on for the Black community. So why are you worried about who's on welfare? Why are you worried about the Black women who still live in the projects who can't stop having sex with drug dealers? Why do you care? That is not your concern. Your concern as being a Black intellectual, you're supposed to be there to change the hood. So the next generations of kids, they won't think about hoeing. They won't think about selling drugs because the environment will tell them to do something else. That is your job as an intellectual. You see? Your job as an intellectual is not to come back and to philosophize why you should be that nigga to these women. Because that's all I see. Shout out to Miss Zahara. She said, oh, Roman Reigns acknowledged me as ninjas. Shout out to you, Miss Zahara. I appreciate you. Let's hope. Salute. But this is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. Why do you want to enjoy the perks of Pookie? Why? Y'all are running around incentivizing Pookie behavior as intellectuals. Oh, don't marry these women. Oh, don't start families with these Black women. Y'all are running around here incentivizing Pookie behavior, and y'all are intellectuals. How does this work for the Black community? When we have the Black intellectuals interested and more gung-ho about what Pookie's doing instead of their own jobs. Instead of doing what they're supposed to do, they're worried about what other people are not doing. You worried about Pookie having a bunch of goddamn kids instead of you worrying about doing your part in the Black community for why you went to school, for why you went and got a PhD. You see? And if you feel like you don't owe that to nobody, then guess what? Shut up and stop complaining about what's going on in the Black community. Because you're an intellectual. It is your job to fix it. It's not Pookie's job. Pookie's not equipped enough to fix it. You are. See how that works, buddy? See how that works? But once again, let's go back to yesterday's show. Make sure you check it out. One of you ladies, do me a favor and please post yesterday's show. Black men don't want Black men to lead. You see? Because you don't want to take your position as being a Black intellectual. You want to step on Pookie. You want to move Pookie out the way. But Pookie don't lead nothing. Pookie don't run nothing. Remember? Pookie don't have no power. So why is it so hard for you Black male intellectuals to come in and to run the community? It's because you niggas don't want to do it. You see? And I'm here to tell you right now, if you actually came into the community and actually wanted to do something and was genuine, besides getting a goddamn check for your non-for-profit organization, Pookie would actually protect you. Pookie will keep the goons up off you. Pookie will make sure your events go well in the hood. You see? But you don't want black men to lead, and y'all don't want to lead. And y'all are intellectuals. Y'all have the education. Y'all have the social connections. Y'all have the network. Y'all have the connections. But y'all want to be like Pookie. Y'all worry about what Pookie Dick doing. Y'all still worrying about who going to jail. Y'all still worrying about Young Thug and YSL and RICO charges and all this dumb shit instead of being intellectuals. Instead of worrying about the lack of black male agency. Instead of worrying about the persistent barriers to wealth. Instead of worrying about the black male suicide rate. And getting out in the community and trying to fix it. Not just sitting online. Just like you sat in them goddamn classrooms for all them years, get your ass out in the community. You can't tell Pookie to do it. Pookie's not equipped, remember? Pookie don't know enough. Why the niggas who know some shit can't come and do some shit? Why is that always a problem? Y'all the ones who know some shit, so why y'all not doing anything? Y'all expect the men who messed up the community, that y'all claim messed it up, right, to come back and fix it, but they don't know how to fix it. You know how to fix it. But you just want to stand there and watch. You just want to stand there and talk shit. And at the same time, still, you know, run around and trick on Pookie little sister. Tricking on Pookie's little cousins, his little female cousins. You want to drive through the hood and pay the little 21-year-old a little $80. This is what y'all want to do, though. This is what y'all come back to the hood and do after you get your education. You ride around the hood like an old simp handing out money so you could get a little head. This is what you intellectuals, this is what y'all come back to the hood and do. Because you want Pookie's perks. This is what y'all do. This is what's going on. But y'all come online all day and want to point the finger at Pookie. Want to point the finger at Pookie. Like y'all not coming through buying crack. Y'all not coming through buying perks. Like y'all not coming through with them same little thoughts, buying lean, buying weed. Why does black intellectuals, black men, why do y'all want Pookie's perks? You always talk about future. You always talk about future. But half these little chicks y'all be paying and sliding off with, you know they pop perks. You don't say nothing about that. When you're laying up with these little perk head chicks. These little perk dots. Right? Because they for everybody, right? No, they just for Pookie. I thought they was just for Pookie. Why y'all are not going to get with the women with high educations? Why y'all not going to get with the intellectual women? I like Chance the Rapper. He cool. You're a positive dude. Shout out to my man Larry Vaughn in the building. Salute, my brother. Right, they want Pookie clout. but you still want to be seen and respected as an intellectual. See, that's why y'all was so caught up on Michael B. Jordan, because y'all thought Michael B. Jordan had a little Pookie in him. You thought he had a little Pookie-esque about him. No, he's an actor. That's why y'all was so caught up on Michael B. Jordan. You thought he had a little pook nuke in him. No, he ain't got no Pookie in him. He don't have any Pookie in him. And at the end of the day, why do you care, or why do you want anything that Pookie has? I thought Pookie was a degenerate. This is what I want to know. Why do you want anything that is of low value? All them nights you stayed up. All the nights you neglected yourself from going to parties and going to clubs and doing all that degenerative nigga shit. And you did all of that. You sacrificed all of that for what? The greater good that you never could accomplish? Y'all skipped all the parties, y'all skipped all the clubs, all the drinking, all the smoking, all the fucking, to become successful and become a black degenerate. To go be a black degenerate. You wait till you become successful to be a baby daddy. It's unbelievable to me. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hit the like button and share today's show. Hit the like button and share today's show. Junior Ali says, nothing wrong with being a square. Exactly. 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 It's nothing wrong with being a square. There's nothing wrong with that. Play your position. We are our own agency, black men. We need black intellectuals to be black intellectuals. We don't need you to be running around here having a bunch of baby mamas too, nigga. You went to school to do what? To come out and be treated like the same nigga who been on the streets for the past 10, 20 years. Why do you want to enjoy Pookie's perks? Why do you want Pookie's women? Them women is for him. Pookie dates street chicks because Pookie in the streets. Why you want a street chick? Mr. Doogie Howser? Why do you want whores and escorts, Mr. Attorney? Mr. High Value Man? Why do you want degenerates? Why do you want to lay up and impregnate low-level women according to y'all? Because she been sleeping with Pookie her whole life. Pookie broke her virginity. Pookie imprinted her. So why you want some of that Pookie pussy? Huh? Why do you want to embody Pookie's energy? And you're an intellectual. Why you don't just play your position? Go get with the high-level black women. Why? I'm trying to understand this. Are you not content with being an intellectual? Right? Pookie's content. Well, actually, Pookie's not content because that's why you have progressive Pookies. Shout out to Progressive Pookie and Ray Ray LLC. But I'm trying to understand this. What is the problem? I'm trying to figure out where are you guys having problems? Because y'all should be playing in y'all lane. Y'all should be doing what guys of y'all caliber should be doing. Dating the women that guys of your ilk should be dating. So I'm trying to understand again, You getting what Pookie get is going to help you how? You marrying a project thought, you laying up and mistakenly impregnating these kind of women does what for your life? It does what for the black community? I'm going to tell you what it does. It creates another single mother. And this is what you black intellectuals have done. Y'all created more single mothers. That's what y'all done. You doing what Pookie did. Except Pookie didn't go to school and get a bunch of free money from the government and do all of that shit. You see? Pookie didn't wait till he was 30, 40, damn near years old to fuck up his life and fuck up his community. By the time Pookie get that age, he done reformed. Most Pookies done reformed. Most Pookies done squared up and switched their life and got out the streets. But you black intellectuals, 45, 50, 60 years old, talking about pussy and the lack thereof. But when Pookie that age, Pookie ain't worrying about no pussy. Pookie worrying about progress. You niggas get 40, 50 years old and start chasing pussy. The intellectuals of the world, the black male intellectuals. You start chasing love and shit. This is what y'all do. And y'all fuck up the community in the process. Y'all keep shit stagnant. When y'all was the ones that was supposed to get the ball rolling. That's the reason for going to school and getting the education and getting all the shit that you got. It's you're supposed to bring it back to your community and to help get the ball rolling. But y'all don't want that. Y'all want Pookie's perks. Y'all want to drink Hennessy. Y'all want to get head in the car. Y'all want to run around and piss outside. You want to eat fast food all day. You want to smoke weed all day. You want Pookie's perks. Soft Sands, what's good, Soft Sands? Asar, what's going on, Asar? That's what y'all want. That's what y'all want. This is the content that y'all make. This is what y'all talk about. That's what y'all talk about. But y'all are supposed to be intellectuals. But what y'all are actually doing is intellectually masturbating. That's all y'all doing. It's a big circle jerk. That's it. Everything is a problem for y'all. Y'all are intellectuals. Why y'all can't get through problems? Why y'all can't solve shit? Everything, all I hear from the intellectuals is what we can't do, what we're up against, what we can't do, what's happening. This is why we can't do it. This is why this is not happening. But y'all are intellectuals. We never get to know solutions and y'all actually implementing them. Because it's always somebody else's fault. It's always what somebody else not doing. Well, you know, if these other black men would pull their pants up, dude, you got a fucking PhD. What does a black man with his pants down have to do with anything? So him sagging his pants is the reason why he deals with the constant threat of extinction? So the reason why he deals with poor educational support is because of his pants sagging? Huh? Or is his pants sagging because he's uneducated? Which one, Mr. Intellectual? Who did you go get these degrees for? Huh? Huh? Last time I checked, black men who become intellectuals is to help the black collective. It's to be an example of, hey, black man, you don't got to go to the streets and you could be successful like me. Shout out to my brother, Intellectual Novice. He's a brother that shows this. Cool dude. He's an intellectual. He doesn't even consider him, I don't consider him a nerd. He a cool guy. Got an Asian wife. Black man who's in favor for black people. He's not getting up here talking about black women every fucking day because his wife is Asian. He's not getting up here telling everybody what's wrong with black people, what's wrong with the black community. He's not doing that. He's trying to encourage and inspire black men. Yo, it's another way to do this, brother. Yo, let's stop doing these things. Let's do this. He's always in the comment section. He's more in my comment section more than he is in the chat room. He popped up on yesterday's show. Shout out to my brother. Hey, Marlisha, much love to you. Soft Sands, I appreciate you. I tried to be everything I wasn't, but in the end, I only wanted to be myself. True story. Just to do. Exactly. Exactly, man. But this is what I'm saying, man. This is why I say men have to know their role and play it. You can't just say you know your role. If you know your role, you got to play it. You have to play it. So if you're an intellectual, you have to behave and live the life of an intellectual. Stop trying to be a hood nigga. Your parents made sure you didn't become that for a reason. That's a blessing, bro. Embrace that. You think we wanted to be in the street? You think we wanted to be poor and shit like, no, we didn't. We didn't want that. Shit, we wish we could be privileged. We wish that. We wish we came up in a household where our smarts were more honed in. But that usually don't happen when your parents got to focus on paying bills and struggling to pay bills. They ain't got that extra money to send you to those after school programs. They don't have that extra money to send you to those little training programs and to those little clubs and Boy Scouts and all that type of shit. So you ain't got to go through your whole life thinking and acting like a nigga. Something that Pookie suffered from. Not knowing how to express yourself correctly. Because you grew up around trauma and traumatic situations. And situations where you had to be emotionally high strung. See, if you was blessed to be in a different environment, you need to accept that blessing and be thankful and be grateful for it. You ain't missing shit trying to be Pookie. We ain't missing nothing. We ain't missing nothing. So I don't understand how you guys get to be 45, 50 years old and all of a sudden you want to be Pookie. I don't want to understand this shit. You're not missing anything. Trust and believe. The grass is greener on that side. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. That's why I say, man, you brothers got to understand y'all positions, man. Y'all are intellectuals. Y'all sit high in the hierarchy. So y'all narratives is supposed to be something bigger than what the fuck black women ain't doing. It's supposed to be bigger than that. Right? The Pookie experience. It's like y'all want to experience the life of Pookie. When Pookie don't even want to be Pookie. Just like y'all don't want to be intellectuals for some reason, Pookie don't want to be Pookie. Pookie don't want to be Pookie, man. Pookie wish he had the resources and the opportunities that y'all will award it and afford it. Pookie want that. That's what Pookie want. Pookie want to go to college on a campus. He want to go live on a college campus and have everything paid for. That's right, Bob. They're usually missing vagina. Of course. But it's not just vagina, Bob. It's the vagina that they always wanted. See, because it's vagina in college, bro. All women got vaginas. Them smart women got vaginas too. But you know why the intellectual women end up with Pookies? Because Pookie is trying to level up. So Pookie go get the smart girl. You saw this in the movie Drumline with Nick Cannon. Remember the movie Drumline? In Drumline, Nick was a Pookie. He knew how to play drums because he had that type of talent that couldn't be taught. He had a gift with them drums. He was gifted with them drums. Where the other guy, he just had talent. The intellectual guy who was running the team. And Nick ended up taking his girl. Why? Because the intellectual guy didn't want his girl. He treated his girl like shit. He ignored her. You know, he treated her like shit. Like most intellectuals treat smart girls. That's why they end up in the hood with us. That's why they end up in the hood with us. Just like they showed at ATL with Nunu. That's why they end up in the hood with us. Because their men in their neighborhoods and on their level don't really deal with them. Because he want big booty Keisha. He want Keisha with 8 kids. He want to feel how that box feel. Because in his mind, he know it's good. She got 8 kids. She ain't got a fat ass for nothing. She got 6 kids. This is how you intellectuals think about shit. And you know why the smart intellectual women come down to the hood and fuck with Pookie? Because Pookie gonna protect her. Pookie gonna protect her. Pookie gonna treat her right. Pookie gonna listen to her. He not gonna think her little stories and shit is corny. Like y'all. Because we never heard them stories. It's interesting when a smart chick could come around you and tell you stories about certain things you never heard about. This is why they come down and they fuck with Pookie. Because y'all want the Pookie experience. See, these women know. These black women who are intellectuals, they know that you black male intellectuals don't want them. They know that you want big booty Keisha. They know you want the girls that wear jellies with the black heels. You know, with the dirt that's stuck at the back of their heels when they wear them cheap jellies? Them intellectual women know that. The women who make 6 figures, they know that. You want the broke chick. You want the bum chick. You want the welfare broad. You, Mr. Intellectual. You. This is why the welfare chick, she bring her little square boyfriend to the hood trying to shit on dudes. We all seen this. She bring that little square past everybody. Cause you know she don't want him to walk past by herself. I'ma come out. You outside, I'ma come get you. You know how many times me and my homies saw that? We all in the hallway hanging out. Shorty come out and go get her little lame boyfriend and walk him. Hey y'all, and walk past us. He walking with his head down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Know how many times that happened? She know he lame. That's why she went and got him. She won't let him walk through them niggas because she know he a bozo. She know he's scared. He just wants some of that little vag. That's all. He don't want no problems. He just wants some vag. You could have got some vag from the smart girl. What's wrong with her vag? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with some intellectual coochie? This is what I want to know. Stop saying that, Just Jay. Because you're going to make these dudes believe it. Just because you saying it. You know you be on camera, too. Stop doing that. You triggering these dudes. Stop starting. Stop. You and Sugar Bum, y'all be starting shit in here. Y'all better stop. Because you know you be on camera, so dudes already done saw you. So if you come in here and you playing around and doing certain shit, they're going to get mad. They're going to get mad. Stop. Because they're going to get mad. They're going to get mad. Oh, well, why Just Jay be over there? She fuck with that nigga DS1. Stop, Just Jay. Stop. You know these dudes use women to show they hate. You know that. He is bullying. You saw what Just Jay put in his chat? He is bullying. Just because you say it. Come on now. Come on. Yes, we do. Sure do, Letitia. Sure do. So, my question is, why do black intellectuals, black men in particular, why do y'all want Pookie's perks? Y'all want the welfare queen? Y'all want the single mother? Because according to y'all, remember what they say, single mothers, it's easy to have sex with single mothers. If you just trying to, you know, get your groove on, according to y'all, it's best for black men to go for single mothers because it's easy. It's easy. Trillionaire Club, salute. This is what y'all say. It's easy. This is according to y'all. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy for you to just bring a pizza pie for the kids and go on the back and blow a back out. This is what y'all say. This is what I've heard from black so-called intellectuals. That sounds like a bunch of Pookie behavior. Why can't black male intellectuals escape the curse of Pookie? That sounds like another show. Don't that sound like another show? Can't escape the curse of Pookie. The curse of Pookie. The curse of Pookie. You get up here, you talk about you talk about thought culture every day. Every day. Every day. But then you shame black women, single mothers in particular, for not wanting to give up the cooch fast enough. So on one side of your mouth, your intellectuals are talking about thought culture. Then on the other side of your mouth, you're talking about how black women are fronting on giving up the box. Where's the logic here? I'm waiting for the logic. I'm waiting for all this shit to make sense. Truth as I know it. Salute, bro. Good to see you, man. I'm waiting for all this shit to make sense. Thought culture is a problem, but these black women is fronting on giving up the cooch to the right man. The right man. Oh, so she should give it up fast to you because she gave it up quick to Pookie. So what separates you from Pookie then? Because either way, she's still giving up the coochie fast, right? So if she's giving up the coochie fast, what separates you from Pookie? Again, why do black male intellectuals want Pookie's perks? I'm trying to understand this. Make it make sense. On one hand, Pookie's the problem, but it sounds like you guys want to replace Pookie. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you want to step right in Pookie's position. So instead of it being Rasheen and Mel Kwan, now it could be Vernon. It could be Vernon and Edward. It can't be Malik and Malachi. They Pookies. Can't be them. They Pookies. You know, Star Quan and shit. It can't be them. It gotta be Maxwell and Clarence that's running around slinging dick and being absentee fathers and owing child support. That's what it sounds like to me, right? That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you want to take the place of Raekwon. Oh, why she keep fucking Raekwon? Oh, she need to fuck you, Demetrius. Oh, she needs to fuck you, Nathaniel. Right. She need to fuck you, right, Jason? You know, cause Taheen and all of them, they're toxic. They're fucking up the community. They're the reason why they're single mothers, cause she keep fucking with Tyreek and them niggas. But then when she turn around and she fuck with you, the fake hotep preacher, you're dogging her out too. You left her with the baby too. Feels good to be Pookie, don't it, nigga? You love it. You niggas love it. It felt good, right? Felt good, right? It felt good, right, you sucker? Felt good leaving that woman. Right, nigga? Even though you knew you had the resources to take care of her. Feel good, right? Feel good, don't it? You little lame. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Rona. He said, 4 coochies, please. I'm going to use my military Pookie voucher today. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Rona. Right. Nigga named Ferguson. Right. His name Ferguson. Farnsworth. But how does that feel? How does it feel, Dennis, the Blizzard King? How does it feel? Being a black intellectual and all you do best is being a fucking Pookie. Run around having kids in different countries. How does that feel, Dennis? Knowing you became the same piece of shit you watched on the block growing up. How does that feel? How does it feel that now those same men outrank you? How does that feel? Feels quite fucked up, right? Because you always wanted to be Pookie. We just wanted a fair shot. We never wanted to be you. You see? We just wish that we could have did what y'all could have done. And they had to go through the shit that we went through. Right. His name is Rupert Leroy. Right. Rufus Jackson. That's all we wanted. We never wanted to be y'all. You see? And then you turn around and you come back and you fuck up the community purposely because you ain't got to go back and live there. So you drive through the hood and, you know, you do what you wanted to do since you broke your virginity. Which is run around and smash all the hood hoes. And now you done graduated college. You done did a couple of years on your job and you're making about 80, 90K a year. You got your little hoe expense. A little Pookie expense. You know, a content creator on here, he spoke about this, that he has a Pookie expense where he drives around low income neighborhoods and find black women to pick up and pay the fuck. He's right here on YouTube. He's right here on YouTube. Another black man who claims to not be a Pookie. This is sad, man. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn. He said, after over a decade in the system, I am embracing the man I'm becoming. But for real, I wish I didn't have to take them chances. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Progressive Pookie and Ray Ray LLC. You heard that? He wish he didn't have to take those chances. We wish we were awarded that same opportunity as you intellectuals. But of course, you're ungrateful. You're ungrateful, man. This is why a lot of y'all now are going through what y'all going through, because y'all are not even grateful for who y'all are. Y'all don't even accept y'all positions. Be a lawyer. Why you want to be a rapper? Be a lawyer. You want to be a rapper. You want hoes. You a lawyer. Go be a professional in life. You want to be a fake pimp out in DR. Right, Dennis? O'Shea Fluke Jackson. Poopy face. He was supposed to be a doctor. Never got around to it. Now he running around here promoting celebrity junk and trying to sell black men African thoughts. So-called intellectual. Want the perks of being Pookie. Trying to be a pimp. You supposed to be a doctor, O'Shea. You supposed to be a doctor. Look at the guy NS Crisis. He's sitting on a panel with two thoughts. Two thoughts. You getting ready. You supposedly was trying to or about to become a nuclear physicist, but you want the opinion of you from two thoughts. What? I'm trying to understand this. Why do y'all care? Why do you care about the opinion of Superhead? Her name was Superhead. Why do y'all care about what she think about black men? Why? She should be irrelevant. You're an intellectual. What she thinks about anyone should never matter to you. It shouldn't even cross your mind. Why do those thoughts cross your mind all the time? Why do those thoughts cross your mind all the time? That's the question I have. Why do those thoughts cross your mind all the time? Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, for doubling up. He said, my name is Elvis Poindexter the Fourth, and I just want a woman to soil my fruit of balloon boxers with sewing suspenders. Slummers of the hood unite. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, man. Exactly. Come on, man. Oh, y'all like that song? Why do those thoughts cross your mind all the time? I miss you. Why? It's a question, though. All jokes aside, it's a question. Why do those thoughts cross your mind all the time? Why? Mr. Intellectual? Mr. PhD? Why? You've done way more shit that's important than what a thought has ever done or will ever do. You're a black intellectual. Why do you care about Brittany Renner? Why do you care about the opinion of an industry whore like Superhead, Corinne Steffens? Oh, you heard what she said about black men? Who cares? Why do you care? You're an intellectual. Why do you care? You should only be caring about things that's on a high level. You shouldn't even be partaking in these types of conversations. You see? Oh, they gotta add that part, Bob. I miss you. Gotta add that part. Gotta add that part. Gotta add that part. But I'm trying to understand what would an intellectual gain out of enjoying the lifestyle of Pookie. All you're going to do is destroy yourself. The same way Pookie did. You know, the same things that you guys come back and tell black men about, Pookie already know about it because Pookie already went through it. Instead of you learning from Pookie, you want to repeat Pookie. You want to become Pookie. I'm I'm trying to understand where's the logic in this. We're talking about intellect, right? Talking about intellect. Truth as I know it says light skin complex makes men want to be extra hood so they don't get seen as identifying as white too. I know you've seen that. Oh, yes. Man, that's crazy. That's true, though. That's true. That's very true. And I mean, at the end of the day, now that we all grown, who really wants to be hood? The ones who grew up in the hood, we were there by no choice. This is why I'm trying to understand why y'all want to enjoy Pookie's perks. You know, pissing in the elevator, walking up the steps in the projects in the summertime because the goddamn elevators are broke. I'm trying to understand what do you want? Why do you want a part of that? Why do you want to know what that tastes and smells like? Somebody block Kosovo. Don't come in my chat, keep repeating the same thing. Get Kosovo out of here. We know that already. Somebody block Kosovo. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you're here, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button and share today's show. Because today I'm asking the question, why do black male intellectuals want Pookie's perks? What are some of Pookie's perks? Drug usage, unprotected, wild, unsolicited sex, right? Having poor resolution skills, poor problem solving skills. We see this time and time with the black male intellectual. You got more of these so-called intellectuals telling you to pull up now more than Pookie. The intellectuals are telling you they'll beat your ass quicker than Pookie now. You got the intellectuals doing whole live streams pulling up Google, looking at chicks. Oh yeah, I like her. Yeah, I'll do this to her. Yeah, I'll do that to her. Yeah, da 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 da. These are Pookie perks. Pookie perks. Pookie perks. Pre-used condoms, right? Busting nuts in their aquarium. Come on. Come on. Come on. Truth as I know it says, lots intellectuals like to fight. They had to fight because people thought they were soft. Right. Right. But they want to fight more than Pookie. they extra aggressive. Why? Why are you so aggressive with all that intelligence? Why? All this aggression, all this accomplishments, all these things you've accomplished. Why are you so mad? Why you want to fight? Why do you want to risk losing anything? You've accomplished too much. Why you acting like a Pookie? Why you acting like you ain't got nothing to lose? See, you get my point, Truth? They acting like they don't have shit to lose, bro. They got everything to lose. They not Pookie. What Pookie gonna lose? His EBT card? What Pookie gonna lose? A Magnum condom that he probably not gonna use any goddamn way? What has Pookie got to lose? Y'all have a whole lot to lose. But y'all ready to pull up now. Y'all ready to throw hands now. No, you supposed to be in the boardroom. You're supposed to be combating those little white boys in the schools. That's your job, Mr. Intellectual. Shout out to Tommy Curry. He's doing the work. See, he don't sit around and worry about what black women are doing with they coochies. Because he's an intellectual. Tommy Curry is running around battling racism and white supremacy, you know, in these institutions, dealing with black men. And all of the shit that they got to deal with being black male intellectuals. That's what he's doing. He's not on here talking about what black women should be doing with their vaginas and who they should be sleeping with and who they should not be sleeping with. That's not what Tommy Curry's doing. Because he's an intellectual. He understands what being an intellectual entails and what intellectuals are supposed to be doing. Shout out to you, Felicia Gray. She says, because they're flightless, but they think they're better at the same time. It's their way of shitting on people they perceive beneath them. Exactly. Exactly. I appreciate you, Felicia. Appreciate your support, and I appreciate your super chat. Eyeball Torres says, the double bind of being accepted and not accepted perpetually in either group, both insiders and outsiders. Exactly. This is why I say we are our own agency. Black men are our own agency. This is why we got to stop the infighting. You see? Because Pookie, for the most part, Pookie always wanted the same shit that you intellectuals have. That y'all perceive is a problem for y'all. We want to live in the nice neighborhoods. We want our children to not be playing around in dirt and shit like that. We want that. But y'all want to be in the hood. Y'all still want to be in the filth. Why? Because y'all never tasted? You ain't never kiss a girl's sweaty neck in the summertime in the hood? You don't know what a sweaty neck tastes like? That been outside all day going back and forth to the corner store? You don't know what that tastes like, right? You don't know how those girls who've been playing outside all day, you don't know how they breath smell, right? You want to know how that smell. You want to know how they breath smell when they give you a kiss, like when we was little. You want to know what it is to play 7-Eleven, huh, nigga? Huh? Never played 7-Eleven? You never play hide and go get it? Huh? That's what you want? We grown now. Grow up. You ain't missed nothing, buddy. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss that much, mister. Mr. Sperling, you didn't miss that much. See, you'll never know how I feel to have that feeling. Because that's not you. And there's nothing wrong with you being you. Be you, dog. Don't try to be nobody else. Be you. Be you, man. Come on, man. Dale Diddy says intellectuals want the respect that Pookies have. Pookies didn't compromise their masculinity in their pursuit to have it out. Shout out to Dale Diddy. Appreciate you. That's a fact. That's a fact. Well, once again, if that's the case, that's an internal issue that those men have to deal with, that they have to get over, that they have to forgive themselves for. What's good, Akuma? Sigma the Prince says, I remember kissing the chicks interview hood. You remember kissing the chicks in the hood? Mm-hmm. You was outside. I mean, you did. Felicia Gray says, Mace, because Negro pings tend to get uppity when we get a little more. Not to mention where else they can exact power, the degrees we're supposed to provide, get a degree and still be a cog in the wheel. Exactly. Exactly. It goes back to what Dale Diddy was saying. Those guys compromised where Pookies didn't compromise to still get the same results that the so-called intellectual had to go around the block to get. It's Akuma says, we played a lot of good games out here in PA. Yeah, we did too. Yeah, we did. It's called house. It's called hide and go get it. 7-Eleven. Those were the good games in the good old days. Those is the good old days. Sigma the Prince says they always was eating pickles with peppermint. And they yeah. They always had that garlicky, they always had that garlicky breath. Yeah. That's a fact. They had that little garlicky tang in their mouth. That's a fact. Shout out to you, family. Shout out to Hill Zen. Appreciate you, fam. As always, man. Brother Rob, salute my brother. Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. Good to see you, bro. For real. Just Jay says there's only a community as long as they are trashing single mothers. When you ask them what they're doing to help, then there is no community. Of course. Of course. Of course. Right, spin the bottle. Hot peas and butter. Akuma says if the girls punched you in the nuts, that's how you knew she liked you. What's up, Tanisha? Good to see you. No doubt. Shout out to you, Brother Rob. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Just Jay says, personally, I don't bother. I find ways to nurture my sons because most black men view you asking for help as you wanting them to clean up your mess. The fuck? Right. Suckers. Suckers. Clean up the mess that they trying to make. Niggas suckers, man. Don't listen to that. Not yeah, 7 minutes of heaven. Ronan says, my crush smelled like Little Caesar's crazy bread and Listerine, but hey, hey, bro, come on. Come on. I remember them days. They always had that little garlic powder smell. Like the back of their throat be smelling like minced garlic. That minced garlic. Come on, man. That's Pookie stuff, man. That's Pookie stuff, Ronan. You Pookieing it up right now, bro. Pookie perks. Pookie perks. You know? Pookie perks, man. Nah, they weren't there for the sleepovers. Nope. 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 They don't know about that, man. And it's it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Trust and believe it's okay. Amanda Franklin says they get mad when they get called rich kids. They always say we're middle class, not understanding that, yes, by societal standard, you're middle class, but to poor kids in the hood, that's rich to them. Exactly. 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 That mildly musty essence. It was always, to me, the smell was always it was mixed with like outside. Yeah, that outside smell. It was that outside essence. And you know, New York, we got some of the worst pollution in the world. So if you smell like outside, you know what that smell is. You feel me? And growing up in New York, we was just used to that smell. Shit, we smelled like it. The men smelled like it. If you was outside, you smelled like outside. I never knew about playing house as a kid. Shit, man, listen. Does anyone smell the pink? Yeah, that pink moisturizer. Yeah, that pink moisturizer. Uh-huh. Come on, man. This is what a lot of these intellectuals, they want to be able to sit down and reminisce like this, y'all. And they're actually upset because they really can't, because all the things that we can describe in details, they was watching from the window. You know, I grew up with a couple of guys like that. They ain't really grow up outside. They grew up in the house. You know? And then when they finally came outside, you know, after high school, that's when they became tough. You know, that's when they became street dudes and, you know, all that shit. You know? Just Jay says, look at Sheep. He was the main doctor playing. Nah, no. No. Stop. Stop. Yo. Yo, chill, Just Jay. Akuma says, if you had the video game system back then, you were the blessed kid. Exactly. And you had all of the toys. If you had all of the video games and the toys, you were lit. Nah, you can't. You're not lying. Just Jay, you're not lying. My brother Ronan says play Doctor and House. Oh yeah, yep. My brother Rob says I remember the smell of hair being done on Saturday night, frying that hair for Sunday. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Amber Franklin says the rich kids had their own phone lines. Yes, they did. Well, our parents used to pick up the phone and tell us to get your ass off the phone. They ain't never had to worry about that. They never had to worry about that. You know? They ain't never had to worry about that. I had the games and access. Come on, man. Come on. I was one of those little boys who was outside all night because my moms and my pops was outside. Me and my homies was those type of little boys. You know those little boys who be running up and down the street. It's like 2 in the morning and they parents is sitting outside on the stoop. Get your ass away from that corner. That was me and my homeboys. Don't run too far down that block. Come back up here. I can't see you. We was those boys. We was that was us. 2, 3 in the morning in the summertime. Our parents outside together. That was us. We didn't choose that. It's not our fault, guys. We're not looking down on y'all because y'all went to school and y'all did all of that shit. We're not looking down on y'all for that. We grew up the way we did because how our parents was living. When you a child, you don't dictate how you grow up. Your parents do. Your parents do, man. And that's why I made the thumbnail, The Mean Street Posse. Shane O'Mac and his crew. Because these were guys who grew up privileged, who grew up intellectuals, who grew up with shit, but they wanted to act hood. Come on, man. That's right, brother Rob. Crack changed everything. Changed it all, man. Peace to the God Kane in the building. Salute, my brother. Come on, man. The All-Star Advisor says that I happened to meet online, ironically enough, on Rogers Report channel. Hold on, let me read you. Okay, he says, damn, I missed 40 minutes of this, but I was on a call with Laser Panda, a dude who put 500K away with me. Salute. Salute. And you said you met this brother on Roger Report show. Salute. Salute. That's real. That's real. That's agency right there. Shout out to you brothers, man. Keep doing the work, Alonzo. I see you, bro. I see you, man. Everybody that's in the chat room, go, please get into the description box and subscribe to the podcast channel. Subscribe to the podcast channel, man. But shout out to everybody in the building. I see y'all, man. I appreciate all the visionaries. Salute to y'all. Akuma says, I sold 1 bag of crack and quit. I said, I'm finna go write some music and read a book. Y'all tripping. Real talk. Real talk. That's real right there. You see that? That's real. He said, I sold 1 bag of crack and said, I'm good. I'm good. Appreciate that, All-Star Advisor. That's real, man. But the moral of today's show, man, is, brothers, embrace who you are. Embrace your purpose, man. It's time for brothers to take their proper positions and to stand in their positions, man, and to hold down their position. If you a point guard, be a point guard and do what point guards do. If you a center, be a center and do what centers do. You block shots, you grab rebounds. You cause chaos in the middle up under that basket. So the opposite team just can't score. Play your position, man. Intellectuals have their positions. Pookie has his position. Ray has his position. Ray can't beat Pookie. Pookie can't beat Ray. The intellectuals can't beat Pookie. Know your role and play it, fellas. That's how things get built. That's how things stay and they last as long as they do. How you think white supremacy has lasted as long as it did, black man? Why do you think white supremacy is still on a goddamn docket? Because there's a bunch of people who are participating and who are making sure that this shit stay alive and well. Okay? So just like there's a concerted and a joined effort to keep white supremacy going every goddamn day of our lives, that's what it's supposed to be for us, to try to combat this shit, black men. That's supposed to be the purpose for us going to college and doing all that shit. Not to come back and to be a whitewashed nigga talking about what you ain't gonna do for black people because black people ain't give you shit. You fell for the trap. You fell for the trap. Come back to the hood and give nothing. Sheep stay sleep. But shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate you, Letitia. I appreciate everybody in the chat room. I appreciate everyone who supported today's show. If you enjoyed today's show, the Cash App is going across the screen. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. It's Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can go. Dale Diddy says we need the brains and the muscle in this war. Exactly. Exactly. And on that note, I want to shout out everybody for coming through to today's show. Also, I want to wish all you brothers a happy Father's Day. I don't know if I may be live anytime this weekend. If not, I want to wish you brothers a happy Father's Day. Enjoy it. Relax. You know, take this time for creative recharge. Just rest and do what it is that you want to do. But it's your day, fellas. So don't be up under no cars. Don't be lifting nothing. Don't be fixing nothing. It's your day. It's your day to rest, man. It's your day to rest. Get that rest in, fellas. Get that rest in. Amanda Franklin says, I think white supremacy has used media to promote divorce and alimony to get black men to think they should avoid marriage. Yes. Yes. Because that breaks up the black family. Yes. They do use the media for it. That's why they promoted Kevin Samuels. But that's another story. That's another story. But shout out to everybody. Thanks, Ty. I appreciate you, sweetheart. She left a link to the podcast right there. You guys go ahead and click that link and subscribe to the podcast channel. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. I appreciate all the donations, whether via Super Chat or via Cash App. If you are catching the playback and you enjoyed today's show, you can easily leave a super thanks, and it'd be very much appreciated. Shout out to all you visionaries. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. Make sure you like and share today's show. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all you visionaries, man. Shout out to all you visionaries. And before we get up out of here, fellas, remember, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.